What if I told you that most men spend their entire lives wasting their greatest source of power without even realizing it? It seems exaggerated, but it's not. Semen retention is not just an esoteric concept or a fad. It is an ancient practice that has been used by sages, warriors, and spiritual leaders throughout history. The Creator of the universe gave us this energy for something much greater than simply spending it without awareness. But what happens when someone decides to preserve it and use it to transform their life? The answer may be surprising. During 1,000 days of retention, drastic changes happen in the body, mind, and spirit. Energy, focus, charisma, intuition, and even physical appearance are transformed. Traditional science may ignore this, but those who practice it feel the effects on their skin. The modern world is programmed for you to remain weak, distracted, and exhausted. But what if there was a way to reverse this? To regain your natural strength and unlock a level of power you least imagine? That's exactly what we're going to talk about. Throughout this video, I will show 21 real observations that happen when this practice is maintained for long enough. These are not theories, but changes that have been tried in practice. Some of them will surprise you, others may even bother you, but they are all real. If you've ever felt like you could be living at a much higher level, but something always seems to pull you down, maybe it's time to pay attention. So get ready, because what you're about to discover could change your life forever. Something curious happens when someone decides to retain their vital energy. Mood levels skyrocket. The body, previously experiencing cycles of exhaustion, begins to operate optimally, as if it had unlocked a hidden source of vigor. The Creator of the universe designed us to function in harmony with this inner strength, but modern society takes us away from it. Those who try this path realize that they need less sleep, wake up refreshed, and feel clear, ready to face any challenge. The secret: the energy that was previously dissipated is now channeled to improve the body and mind. With this heightened level of focus, previously endless tasks become surprisingly simple. Projects are completed with solutions, and procrastination loses the battle against the new clear mind. Think of great minds in history who practiced withholding: Nikola Tesla, Leonardo da Vinci. Men who made discipline a bridge to genius. Someone who was once easily distracted now feels like a laser, directing their attention with surgical precision. When there is more peace within you, decisions become better and productivity increases. Furthermore, this new energy even affects a person's presence. The gaze becomes more intense, the posture changes, confidence increases. Retention is not just a physical practice, but a spiritual one. He who controls his energy becomes a channel of light and butterflies. Who benefits from this? All around. Partners, friends, family. An internal transformation resonates in the external world. The vicious cycle of exhaustion gives way to a virtuous cycle of growth. And when the mind and body operate at their maximum potential, the next level becomes meaningful. When vital energy is preserved and redirected, masculinity strengthens in an almost palpable way. There is a different presence, a natural magnetism that manifests itself effortlessly. The man who once doubted himself now feels unshakable courage, as if he had rediscovered his true essence. This change is not just internal, but visible in the look, posture, and even tone of voice. The Creator of the universe gave us this strength to use with purpose, not to waste it without awareness. With more energy accumulated, each step conveys security, each decision carries sincerity. This transformation directly impacts the way challenges are dealt with. Before, fear of the unknown could be an obstacle, but now action becomes the primary instinct. Stagnant relationships are ended without hesitation, opportunities for growth are seized without receiving, and discomfort stops being an enemy and becomes a fuel. Inner peace eliminates the need for external approval, and man begins to act with changes. Retention creates leaders, not followers. And whoever led his own life paves the way to prosperity. Furthermore, the social effect of this change is immediate. People notice the difference, even without knowing exactly what changed. Friendships become more selective, more obvious connections emerge, and even the interest of the opposite sex intensifies. When you are aligned with your own energy, attraction becomes attractive. The inner light shines brighter, and it doesn't go away in despair. But there is something even greater in this journey, something that transcends presence itself and impacts every aspect of life. With the retention of vital energy, physical changes begin to manifest naturally. The skin gains a different glow, The eyes become more alive and expressive, and even the facial structure appears more defined. It's not just a question of aesthetics, but of vitality. The creator of the universe designed us to radiate light, and when energy is not wasted, the body reflects this balance. The rejuvenated appearance is just an external reflection of an internal transformation. Anyone who has had this experience knows. People around them notice, comment, and even ask what is different. But this change does not happen by chance. With higher levels of energy and focus comes greater care for your own health. The body requires more pure water, natural foods, and physical exercise. As a result, the skin responds better, the muscles develop more easily, and even the hair appears stronger. Many report that when they look in the mirror, they see an improved version of themselves. Retention is not magic, but it amplifies the impact of each good choice. Physical and mental prosperity go hand in hand when you have control over your own energy. Furthermore, this update directly impacts the perception that others have of those who practice retention. The presence becomes magnetic, the posture conveys confidence, and the look communicates something profound, almost indescribable. It is internal peace reflected externally. And when someone feels good about themselves, the world responds in kind. But the journey doesn't stop there. There are even deeper changes expected for those who follow this path. Retaining vital energy not only transforms the individual, but also the way they interact with the world. Relationships previously based on emotional dependence or superficiality begin to lose meaning. The man who now feels stronger and aligned with his essence realizes that certain friendships no longer make sense. The creator of the universe teaches us that true peace comes when we are surrounded by genuine connections, not ties that drain us. Thus, toxic ties break naturally, making room for healthier and enriching relationships. This process can be challenging, but it is essential for growth. Often, the people around have become accustomed to a more passive and weakened version of the one who now stands tall with confidence. This can generate discomfort and even resistance. But, instead of trying to fit into the old pattern, those who retain their energy move forward. The inner light grows stronger, attracting individuals who share the same values and goals. Thus, social prosperity manifests itself, as being surrounded by people certainly enhances personal evolution. With this new perspective, casual interactions become more meaningful. Communication deepens, active listening develops, and even presence in social environments transforms. Those who once felt out of place now feel out of control, radiating an energy that inspires respect and admiration. And this change in social dynamics is just the beginning, as the retention of vital energy impacts all areas of life, including the ability to learn and grow intellectually. With the retention of vital energy, the brain begins to operate at another level. The mind becomes sharper, the ability to concentrate increases, and learning happens more fluidly. Before, important information goes in one ear and out the other. Now, each knowledge absorbed is stored more clearly. The creator of the universe gave us a powerful mind, but energetic combustion prevents it from functioning at its fullest potential. When this energy is preserved, the mind enters a state of peace and lucidity, allowing for deeper connections between ideas and concepts. This new state of mind awakens a natural desire to learn and grow. Books that were once boring become precious sources of wisdom. Reading flows, interest in new subjects expands, and the thirst for knowledge becomes insatiable. Where once someone struggled to stay focused on a single page, now I owe entire chapters with ease. Classics like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, The Art of War by Sun Tzu, and The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle become part of the repertoire of those who follow this path. The more knowledge, the clearer about the journey itself. Furthermore, this improvement in mental activity is reflected in more assertive decisions and better structured life strategies. Businesses, investments, and personal projects start to be viewed with more intelligence and a long-term vision. The individual realizes that he does not just need to react to the world, he can shape it according to his goals. And with this new mindset, other doors begin to open, including in the professional sphere, where retention can lead to unexpected achievements. The retention of vital energy directly impacts professional performance, especially in areas that deactivate creativity and expression. In music, for example, inspiration flows more intensely, and the connection with emotions deepens. Great creative geniuses, such as Mozart and Beethoven, were known for their discipline and conscious use of their energy. When this strength is not wasted, it is channeled into creation, making each composition more authentic and powerful. The Creator of the universe gave us the gift of creativity, and those who preserve its energy find peace in the process of creation. In addition to increasing creativity, retention strengthens discipline and productivity. Many musicians have spent years trying to stand out, but run into procrastination and a lack of consistency. With accumulated energy, this barrier disappears. Recordings are completed more quickly, shows are performed with more intensity, and professional opportunities arise more frequently. Imagine an artist who previously struggled to compose a song and suddenly finds himself producing with ease, putting his art out into the world and reaping the fruits of this transformation. Prosperity is not luck, but the energy result is well directed. This effect is not only limited to musical creation, but also to recognition in the market. A confident posture and mental clarity allow the artist to position themselves better, negotiating contracts intelligently and creating strategic solutions. In many cases, this change leads to achievements such as getting a song in a commercial, signing with a major record label, or collaborating with renowned artists. And this same principle can be applied in other professional areas, because when vital energy is preserved, progress becomes progressive. When vital energy is preserved, the willingness to act increases exponentially. Before, procrastination was a constant enemy, but now each day becomes an opportunity to build something meaningful. Projects that were previously impossible begin to get off the ground. The Creator of the universe made us to create, to evolve, to transform. He who masters his energy finds peace and clarity to see the right path. The desire to simply exist gives way to an uncontrollable need to produce, grow, and impact the world. This effect can be seen in practice. A musician who decides to record more songs, an entrepreneur who gets an idea off the ground, a student who finally commits to his studies. Withholding awakens a hunger for evolution. Many report that, by adopting this discipline, they started projects that they had previously only imagined, such as writing a book, creating a YouTube channel, or improving a specific skill. And the most interesting thing is that the energy to sustain these projects does not run out easily. Prosperity comes to those who know where to invest their strength. Furthermore, productivity is not just limited to work, but is reflected in the entire routine. There is more organization, more clarity in goals, and fewer distractions. Activities previously postponed can now be carried out naturally, as focus is improved. When someone masters your energy, your presence becomes powerful. Time, previously wasted, is now used wisely. And, with this new rhythm, even relationships and social interactions begin to change, as communication also becomes more assertive and engaging. Retaining vital energy not only strengthens the individual, but also elevates the quality of their relationships. Communication becomes clearer, listening more attentive, and presence more impactful. Before, conversations might be superficial and scattered, but now there is a deeper connection with every word spoken. The Creator of the universe gave us the gift of expression, and when internal energy is balanced, it flows naturally, without effort. Inner peace allows for more authentic interactions, without the need to prove anything to anyone. This effect becomes evident in everyday life. Customers notice the change and feel more comfortable negotiating, business partners notice more security and trust, and even friends and family notice the difference. Retention eliminates the social, as vital energy is well directed and generates self-sufficiency. Threats in relationships arise when the security and serenity are transmitted. Those who control their own energy do not allow themselves to be shaken by empty arguments or the need for external approval. Furthermore, this change in communication strengthens ties with the right people and removes stressful connections. Conversations become more concrete, and interaction with others gains a new purpose. Effective communication is not just about speaking well, but about inspiring, influencing, and creating impact. And when the mind is aligned, social perception also changes. People start to notice and react differently, opening doors to richer interactions and unexpected opportunities. Something curious happens when vital energy is preserved. People around begin to notice the difference. The look becomes more intense, the presence more striking, and even strangers seem to notice this subtle but powerful change. The Creator of the universe made us to radiate light, and when that light is not dissipated, it becomes a natural magnet. Retention generates a kind of silent magnetism, which attracts attention and arouses interest, even without the need for words. Inner peace and confidence overflow, making the individual's presence unmistakable. This phenomenon is mainly observed in eye contact. Before, The gaze could be scattered or insecure, but now it carries a firmness that conveys respect and authority. The opposite sex, in particular, feels this difference and reacts differently. Social threats grow as inner energy strengthens. Those who have experienced this transformation report that even strangers come closer, whether to ask something trivial or simply to bring up the subject. The world begins to respond differently to those who master their own energy. Furthermore, this social attention is not limited to just casual interactions. In the professional environment, opportunities arise more easily, as presence conveys leadership and influence. Friends and acquaintances start to see this individual as a reference, seeking advice and mirroring their attitude. This is the power of those who control their own energy. They do not need to ask for respect or admiration, as these elements arise naturally. But this is just one of the effects of retention, continuous evolution, even affecting your love life. When vital energy is preserved, the dynamics of romantic relationships change significantly. The individual becomes more magnetic, more confident, and more selective. The Creator of the universe gave us the ability to create powerful bonds, but most people indulge in relationships without awareness, wasting their energy in empty connections. Those who practice attention notice that interactions become more intense and deeper, as the accumulated energy creates a stronger vibrational field. Inner peace and personal security make any connection more authentic and meaningful. This effect accelerates the progression of relationships. Many people spend years in cycles of indecision and emotional games, but those who control their energy don't waste time on superficialities. Engagement becomes more direct and transparent as retention eliminates the need for external validation. Loving prosperity arises when you attract people aligned with this new state of consciousness. Relationships start to be built based on truth and compatibility, and not on temporary needs. Furthermore, this change is reflected in the quality of the relationship. The individual becomes more present, more attentive, and more capable of leading with firmness and balance. Many have reported that after retention, we find more compatible partners and build stronger connections. Some even went from single to married in a relatively short period of time, as the relationship stopped being a game and became a real construct. And as this energy continues to accumulate, other aspects of health also begin to benefit, including oral health and skin. The retention of vital energy not only impacts the mind and social presence, but also the body in surprising ways. The skin becomes more vibrant, the texture improves, and even problems such as acne and excessive oiliness tend to decrease. The Creator of the universe designed us to live in harmony with our energy, and when it is preserved, the benefits are reflected in the physical. The skin's natural glow does not come from chemicals, but from the inner peace and energy balance that retention provides. Those who have already undergone this transformation, in addition to the skin, notice that the appearance is renewed, is also strengthened. Almost like a rejuvenating Healthier effect. Gums, stronger teeth, and cleaner breath are effects reported by those who maintain this discipline. Threats from internal energy influence the entire organism, reducing inflammation and strengthening the immune system. Many suffer from recurring problems such as cavities and bleeding gums simply because the body starts to operate more efficiently. The energy that was previously dissipated is now used for cellular repair and maintenance, resulting in a more balanced state of health. This natural process shows that the body has an incredible capacity for regeneration when it is not overloaded. Combined with good nutrition and adequate hydration, retention becomes a powerful tool for revitalizing appearance and overall well-being. Those who preserve their energy realize that they do not need as many external stimuli to feel good, as the body itself begins to function in its ideal state. And this new vitality awakens a desire for more movement, more adventure, and more exploration of the world around us. With vital energy being preserved and redirected, an intense desire to explore, move, and live new experiences arises. Before, the individual could feel complacent, stuck in a routine without great emotions. But now, the willingness to face challenges grows, and the desire to leave the comfort zone becomes irresistible. The Creator of the universe made us to live in expansion, and this accumulated energy awakens the instinct for exploration and growth. Suddenly, traveling alone, doing extreme sports, or even changing your environment become natural and exciting ideas. This impulse is not just a search for novelty, but a reflection of internal transformation. Those who previously felt held back by insecurity now see the world as a field of possibilities. Planning trips, getting to know new cultures, and trying different things becomes a necessity. The prosperity of life is not just an accumulation of goods, but a wealth of experiences. Many report that, when practicing retention, they felt an uncontrollable courage to break out of their routine, go hiking, camping, practice martial arts, or learn a new language. The body demands more movement, and the mind demands more stimulation. Furthermore, this new mentality even impacts everyday life. Different paths begin to be chosen, whether on the way to work or in small daily decisions. The accumulated energy translates into a spirit of adventure that brings more color to life. The individual realizes that they are more alive, more connected to the present moment, and more open to the unknown. And as this intuition strengthens, decision-making also becomes sharper, leading to more assertive choices aligned with the purpose of life. With the retention of vital energy, the mind becomes clearer and intuition more refined. Before, many decisions were made based on doubt or impulsiveness, but now there is an inner certainty that guides each choice. The Creator of the universe gave us a powerful instinct, but it becomes weak when the energy is wasted. When this strength is preserved, discernment intensifies, allowing one to perceive hidden patterns, masked desires, and opportunities that previously went unnoticed. Inner peace is reflected in wiser choices that are consistent with the true purpose of life. This intuitive sensitivity can be applied in all areas. From when you consider the right time to start or consolidate a project, until you realize when a relationship no longer makes sense. Many report that, by practicing retention, they were able to see signs that they previously ignored. Uncertainties arise when decisions are made clearly, without the confusion generated by an overloaded body and mind. Intuition becomes an accurate compass, indicating when it is time to move forward and when it is necessary to retreat. Anyone who has felt this change understands how important it is to trust this inner voice. Furthermore, this new skill directly influences the way you deal with challenges. Instead of reacting on impulse, there is a moment of reflection, a deeper analysis. Strategic thinking strengthens, and choices begin to be made with a long-term vision. Many report that by following their intuition, they have avoided business ruins, alienated interested parties, and made decisions that changed their lives for the better. And as the mind becomes sharper, mental well-being also transforms, relieving stress and bringing unshakable emotional stability. When vital energy is preserved, the mind enters a state of serenity and balance that few experience in modern life. The whirlwind of anxious thoughts begins to dissipate, and a deep peace takes over the being. The Creator of the universe designed us to live in harmony, but the energy depletion caused by the waste of vital force takes away this tranquility. With retention, the mind strengthens, clarity increases, and focus intensifies. The feeling of being lost or disconnected from purpose disappears, giving way to a fuller, more awakened consciousness. This mental transformation is not only subjective, but verifiable in practice. Those who previously felt constantly overwhelmed now find that problems seem smaller and more manageable. Small everyday stresses lose their power to destabilize, as the mind is more solid and resilient. Mental prosperity is achieved when you learn to filter thoughts, avoid unnecessary complications, and maintain concentration on what really matters. Those who practice retention report that anxiety decreases drastically, insomnia becomes rare, and the willingness to face challenges increases exponentially. Furthermore, this emotional stability is reflected in the way one interacts with others and faces life. Useless discussions lose their importance, emotional triggers no longer affect behavior, and decision-making becomes more rational and balanced. Previously wasted energy is now used to strengthen the mind, making it a shield against negative influences. With this new mental state, even our lifestyle changes, as there is a natural need to eliminate harmful habits and adopt practices that further enhance this well-being. With the retention of vital energy, the body and mind enter a new state of functioning, and habits that were previously normal only lose meaning. The Creator of the universe gave us a perfect system, but modern society is full of distractions and addictions that drain this vitality. Ultra-processed foods, excess caffeine, and disorganized routines are no longer part of the lives of those who preserve their energy. The desire for balance and health becomes natural, and small changes begin to bring big results. Inner peace strengthens as the body receives what it really needs. This is reflected in conscious choices, such as eliminating excessive bread consumption, reducing or abandoning coffee, and avoiding heavy meals outside the home. Many realize that, by cutting these habits, the mind becomes clearer, the body lighter, and the mood increases significantly. Health threats arise when nourishing the body with living, natural foods. Swapping industrialized bread for fruits and oilseeds, replacing coffee with energizing teas like matcha or green tea, and prioritizing homemade meals are decisions that directly impact energy and well-being. Furthermore, these changes are not limited to food. The desire for a more organized life, more restful sleep, and a productive routine becomes evident. Prevention awakens the need to update your time, avoid distractions, and invest in habits that boost personal growth. Those who adopt this practice realize that each daily decision begins to be guided by a greater purpose. And when energy is directed towards choices that strengthen the body and mind, life is irreversibly transformed. Now that you've seen these 21 observations about withholding sex, the question is, what are you going to do with this information? Are you just going to ignore it and carry on as usual, wasting your energy without awareness? Or will you take control of your own life and experience the real power that comes with this practice? The Creator of the universe gave us immense potential, but it is up to each one to decide whether they will use it to grow or remain stuck in the same cycles of weakness and distraction. The choice is yours. Think about it. How much of your energy have you been throwing away? Could it be that the lack of focus, confidence, and progress in your life has something to do with this? Leaders in history understood the utmost importance of preserving their life force. And you? Are you ready to break out of mediocrity and unlock a stronger, smarter, more prosperous version of yourself? Or will you remain hostage to the same habits that will keep you from your true power for a long time? There is only one path for those who want to evolve: action. If this content made sense to you, enjoy the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to continue learning about this and other topics that can transform your life. And tell me here in the comments, have you ever experienced retention? What did you discover differently? Let's exchange experiences and strengthen this community of men who decided to live at a higher level. Now the decision is in your hands.